Good afternoon, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and today we got revealed the brand new leader out of EDO 2. So if you don't know, EDO 1, I might be mispronouncing this set name, but basically this was the Memorial Collection set. This is the set that introduced Red Green Odin, Yellow Black Kyros, and our lovely Hannibal, which is blue purple. All three leaders are really cool and really interesting. However, none of them actually really seen competitive play besides Odin, and even he's pretty arguable. However, we are getting a set 2 for this set, and we already got confirmed a brand new leader. This is the most newest leader revealed for the One Piece card game, that being Green Purple Monkey D. Luffy, which is a pretty interesting color scheme. Bandai really likes to do this, where they'll bring a color out, and then they won't really focus on that color for a couple sets, but then they'll introduce a new leader with that color, and then because they introduce that leader with that color, they'll introduce like the next leader with that color, like the next set after. They did that with Purple Yellow Crocodile. They introduced him in set 4. We didn't get any new cards for Purple Yellow in that aspect, and then we got, of course, Pudding, and then immediately after Pudding, we got a set after, where we got Nico Robin, which is the yellow-purple aspect, which is pretty interesting. There's a couple other leaders that have that same thing going on. Another example would be Marco. We, of course, started with Blue-Red Vivi in OPO 4, but then in OPO, I believe, 8, we now have Marco, Blue-Red, and now the next set after, OPO 10, we are getting lovely Blue-Red Caesar Clown. Well, this is the same thing here. This is our next purple-green leader. This could also be shown with our lovely Lim. Same thing with OBO 4. First it was green-purple Dolphy. Now we have Lim. And now the next set after, we are now getting this Memorial leader in the form of Luffy, who is pretty awesome. So, one, he's a Straw Hat leader, which is pretty awesome. And he has the ability to go -2 Dawn. Then, if all characters you control are Straw Hats, you get to restand 2 Dawn, restand 2 Rested Dawn as active, and your leader gains 1,000 power to the end of the next turn. That is a pretty strong effect. He's basically saying as long as you play a pure Straw Hat deck, you can become a 6k leader every turn and restand 2 Dawn. And yes, he is a 4-life leader, and it's probably the easiest conditions to fulfill. Now, I will say this is a caveat. You do need some really good Straw Hat cards in order to enable this, because some of the best cards that would work with this leader do not work. For example, when I first read his ability, it took the whole Straw Hat restriction. I was thinking cards like Black Maria, the 5-drop uses Kid Blocker, Pudding, the 3 costs. But these cards actually don't work with the leader, because the leader basically says you must only control Straw Hat cards, even though those cards work really well with leaders that minus a shit ton of Dawn. However, I do think this leader has huge potential, especially with all the new Lim cards. So if you don't know, Lim is a leader from OPO 9. I'm actually making a deck profile tomorrow of her, and basically, she's getting a whole bunch of green Straw Hat cards. Now, it's not only just green Straw Hat cards, it's also a whole bunch of other miscellaneous characters from the One Piece Odyssey game. However, we did get some already existing green Straw Hats. We got a green Usopp in that set. We're getting a green Nami in OPO 10. We have, of course, Sanji, the OPO 9 Sanji, 5 costs, that says on KO, revive any Straw Hat 4 costs or less. And there's a couple other like miscellaneous like Monkey Luffy's and other miscellaneous like green characters that are the Straw Hat type. And now they'll have synergy with this leader in the next set, which is pretty interesting. So if you weren't going to pick up Lim, that's fine. However, I still feel like you should pick up the Odyssey cards, because they might have potential in this upcoming new leader. But that's really all I got to say about this video. I hope you all enjoy. Don't do anything stupid. I'll see you all next one, and bye-bye.